everyone has had a role model, whether it was a teacher, a coach, a parent, or even an older sibling. Anyone can be a role model, but not everyone can be a positive one. Some role models forget the amount of influence they actually have on the people who watch them. A good example of a role model, in my opinion, is Demi Lovato. Growing up, she's always been in the spotlight and exposed to criticism early in life. Because of this, she started cutting herself at the early age of 11. Then she had an eating disorder and became bulimic because of people calling her fat. She became depressed and started doing drugs. She could have kept going, but instead, she decided to go to rehab for herself and for the people who look up to her. And by doing so, she not only connected with the fans that related to her, but she also took them on a journey on self-recovery. On the other hand, Miley Cyrus, who also grew up as a child star, tried so hard to ditch the Disney star image, it became a little reckless. Instead of inspiring others to get through obstacles, she teaches them that attention is attention, whether it's good or bad. And there's an idea that role models set standards and that they have to be clean-cut and perfect. Role models are being watched by everyone, similar to being examined under a microscope. And it's true that role models are the example, but by teaching people that a certain image of the idea of what perfection is, it discourages them for not being considered perfect. In a study conducted at the University of Richmond, women were shown pictures of other successful women, but instead of feeling discouraged, they felt discouraged. I personally had to be a role model, and it's not easy. I've been a student leader for the past 4 years, being involved with class council and ASD. But it wasn't until this year I had trouble with being a role model. I was exposed to underage drinking earlier this year, and that one mistake ruined my reputation and relationship with not only the students, but the staff as well. The staff members started treating me differently and started looking at me in a strange way, and it made me feel really disappointed in myself and knowing that they were disappointed in me because they trusted me so much. And because of this, I felt really horrible about myself. But it wasn't until Principal Sabins talked to me and said that it's not only how I act, but it's how I react to a situation. And it's what I learned from those situations and how I apply it to how I am as a leader that truly show what kind of person I am. And I wasn't even aware that anyone would actually care about my actions, but being an upperclassman and also being ASB president, I have to be the example. And even recently, I said something on Twitter that really upset the freshmen. Reading the replies to me kind of made me sad, but I realized that I shouldn't have said what I said. Reading the replies, it said, "I don't think this is how a president should act," and this person compared me to Trump, and this guy over there said that I was a horrible president and said ASB sucks and that our pep rallies are bad. But being a leader, I didn't have the privilege of saying what I wanted to say. And it sucks, but that's the reality of what being a role model is. It made me think about how I should act, because there are people who lost respect for me. In a quote by Rosabeth Moss Cantor, leaders are more powerful role models when they learn than when they teach. And I feel like showing the people that look up to you how you are currently overcoming an obstacle shows that you aren't perfect, which allows people to connect with you even more. And it's all about the journey, not the destination. In a study conducted by the LA County Department of Health Service, it shows that 56% of kids look up to a role model. And it's up to you to decide what you do with your influence. So why does this matter? Positive role models show that kids have to overcome obstacles and helps them relate to each other, and as well as gives them self-efficacy. Self-efficacy is the ability to believe in oneself. Be the role model that you wish that you had when you were younger. Thank you.